Hey everybody, this is Stitch1993 here, back again with another toy review, another Potato Head toy review. I've been doing a lot of Potato Head toy reviews this month. I believe this is going to be the last one for 2024. So for all you that have been watching this year and the past couple years, thank you. And if you're new, please like and subscribe, because I will be doing more Potato Head videos next year. And definitely check out my other Potato Head videos if you haven't already. I also did one on the history of the evolution and design of the Potato Head, which will be linked at the end of this video to check out as well, where I kind of go over the history of the different designs and changes the Potato Head has gone throughout his lifetime. So today we're going to look at one of the older models, one of the more unique models, the 1979's Romper Room's Super Potato Head. The reason why it's called Super Mr. Potato Head is I believe the body is slightly bigger, or it could just be because of all the different accessories and parts that come with this box. So we're going to look at the box here really quick, and then I'll look over the toy and accessories here. So as you can see, this box has seen better days. I did get this used off of eBay. It does have the age rating as 2 to 6 here. I would probably put this at an age of 4 to 5 and up, just because of how some of the pieces are. But other than that, I believe this is an almost complete. I think we're missing maybe about 2 or 3 parts. But for the majority of the toy, we do have all the pieces here. And as you can see, it shows that you can have a fireman, as well as these other potato heads. We'll look at all the pieces here. But first, let's look at the box. Of course, it's got some tape that's been taped up there, so I'm not going to remove it. Same thing on the back, as well as the front and the sides. Here, the top kind of does a breakdown of how to use the pieces, as well as showing the regular potato head, as he would be for the mascot for that time period. Alright, so let's look at the what's inside. Alright, so first we have these shoes here. Now this is one of the only potato heads, or one of the few potato heads where he still had individual shoes here. As you can see, there is little slots or holes for where the legs can fit into. Then next we have the potato head body that fits right onto those shoes as such here. And then what was interesting about this potato head at the time is they moved away from dowels and did slots instead, which kind of hindered the design a bit. They were playing it really safe here because of the new toy laws in place, trying to make toys safer for smaller kids. So you didn't have the dowels, you had these slots here, which means you couldn't really put the pieces in but one of 2 ways, depending on with the slots. So you could either have it the right way or upside down, depending on where you're putting. You could still put them in any way for the most part. I'll get into that in a little bit here. So, but you did have 2 individual eye slots, a nose slot, a mouth slot, ear slots for both sides, and a slot on the top here. Now you will notice there's no slots for arms, and that is because the Super Potato Head is one of the only potato heads in the entire series that did not have arms or hands of any kind of sort. Which was a really interesting design choice, and they only did it for this series, and of course afterwards they went back to the arms, and even before that it did have arms and legs, or arms and hands. So moving on, we do have the 2 eyeballs that are mine are the blue, and as you see, these are the slots here. So you would just kind of, oops, put them right in there. Now, you could technically put them in other slots, but because of how some of these wedges have these little indent in them, some of the slots are smaller and are not able to let you fit the pieces in as such. So they are going to stick out like that. So they really only wanted you to use the pieces for the actual slots here, which is unfortunate. Next we've got the ears, and outside of the slot design, the ears have not really changed from decade to decade. They are a bit more human, flesh toned, but they are still that kind of thumb pressed in kind of design here. I must say all these pieces are made off of hard plastic, so none of them are really going to be malleable at all. And of course they're going to just fit in just like that. And because again each of these pieces has a different type of slot on it, or a different type of a slide, you really cannot fit them well into the other parts here. That's going to stick up a little bit. And well, it fits right there. Can it fit in the mouth? Yeah, you can fit in the mouth. So the ears kind of fit, but they really want you to use them for the desired slots. Next we have the bulbous nose, which again, other than it being a flesh tone color, has not really changed in the design. You can still find this type of nose in Potato Head styles today. And of course we've got the mouth, and you'll see that there's a little hole in there. We'll get to that in a little bit. But as for right now, just gonna pop that right in there. So we got the top hat. Just plops in right there. And let's go over some of the additional accessories that came in here. So you do have the skirt here, and would have the two holes so that the legs could fit in there, and then the feet would kind of lock it in place so that it wouldn't fall down. So we have a skirt, and we have the fireman's pants, which do the same thing here. The legs go in like that, and then the shoes kind of lock it in place. Now this does have some additional pieces for it. Of course, we've got the fireman hat, as well as the fire hose. And the fire hose just kind of, even though it doesn't have any arms, there is a little hook here so that you can fit the hose right on there. We've got a sun hat, the closed lips, which these pretty much are still kind of used today as far as Potato Head design. So again, another piece that really did not change much through the decades. We've got two earrings that would clip on just like so. I don't know what type of hat this was called. I think it might be a sombrero, but it just looks too small to be a sombrero. So let me know down in the comments what you think this hat's name is, because I honestly don't know. And we got a purse, which again, there's no hands, but there is a little slot right here on the dress to where you can hook that purse onto, just like that. And then we've got a second nose here, more thinner in design. And then we've got the Fire Chief badge, which this kind of just has a hole right here, so you can just plug it right onto this dowel right here, and there you go. Lastly, we have some felt pieces. Now you'll notice that on the box there it had him with a mustache, but at this time, and because of the dowels, they did not have plastic mustaches. They used, just as the 50s and 60s did, they use these felt pieces. And basically you would just kind of put them right over the slots here, like such. One does not want to go on. There we go. Like such. And then you had some additional ones so that you could just kind of, you would probably have to take the nose out, put the felt piece in, and then just kind of push it in, but it doesn't want to stay on there. So And then lastly, as I said, we're going to go over the reason why there's a hole in the lip here. And if you've seen my history video, you've already know why. But it was because at this time, and up through the 80s, Ms. Potato Head smoked a pipe. So you got a little pipe, a little hole right here, and it would just stick in just like that. And you can even, because it was on a dowel, you could even twirl it around. So to show you how the pants worked, I'll show you that really quick here. I'll just take these shoes off really quick. Plop the body in there, and then just attach the feet like so. And then you have it. Take this off there so that matches. Alright, and that is the Super Potato Head here. If you're collecting potato heads, this is actually one of the more interesting ones to collect for. It's not that expensive because at this time it was selling a lot of copies. So if you want to find one with the box and all the pieces, or at least most of the pieces like this one here, this would probably cost between, and this is as of 2023, probably between $20 and $30 plus shipping and handling. But you could probably find a good deal if you just looked around. There are individual ones where you would just have the pieces just for one design, but if you wanted kind of like a couple of them, definitely would be searching out for the Super Potato Head. And let me know down in the comments, did you grow up with this potato head, or is this your first time finding out that there was a time when Mr. Potato Head did not have any arms and had this really interesting design? I will note that there is a couple pieces missing here. The main is, oh, I totally forgot here. I'm so sorry. There was a piece hiding. He did come with the yellow glasses. And as you can see, they just kind of clip on the ears. You can't really clip on the ears, so you have to take the ears off, slide them into the slot here, and then slide the ear back into the slot. So it's a little cumbersome, but it makes sure it kind of keeps the glasses from moving around. So there you go. We are missing one piece here, and that is the axe. It's supposed to have a little axe, and that's what's supposed to go in this little little pocket right here. But other than that, this is a complete piece. I guess you could, if you wanted to, put the pipe in there or such. But yeah, let me know in the comments if this was your first time finding out about this potato head. What are your thoughts? Was this one of the more interesting designs to you, or do you think they played it a little too safe and they could have done a little bit more with the potato head at this time here? Personally, for me, I feel like they played it a little too safe, especially changing the dowels or the rods to these slots here. It really limits you on what you're actually able to do with the potato head, especially with it coming off of the 50s and 60s design, where you could it did have the dowels, the rods, and you could practically, you know, do what you could always do with the potato, or you can do with the potato head now, with swapping out the eyes and everything, and the nose and mouth, and put them wherever you want. But yeah, I do like the color design, though. And the pieces are really cartoonishly big, which I do like, and we'll see that, you know, going on, they would kind of keep the size of the parts pretty close to what they are in this toy here. But yeah, until next time, thank you, and you have a good day. Bye-bye.